With all the travel uncertainty, if you're planning to go anywhere this summer, it's probably going to be in the UK.
Ooh la la! Thank you! Now, I don't know if you can tell this, guys, but I do love a holiday. And even on a trip closer to home, you're going to want to treat yourself. So if you don't quite get what you expected, you're going to be gutted.
Which is how some families have already told us they felt about their breaks last week at two of the biggest names in British holidays, Haven and Butlins. You wouldn't expect any holiday to be completely back to normal, but take a look at this ad.
Are you ready to Butlins?
The stage is set for our best year of entertainment ever.
After seeing that, you'd be forgiven for thinking you might get pretty much the same Butlins holiday as usual, or better. The website promises they'll pull out all the stops with exclusive live entertainment and amazing swimming pools, all included in the price.
To make sure that's done safely during the pandemic, Butlins have introduced an advanced booking system for prime attractions like the swimming pool to avoid congestion. But customers say the system doesn't work properly and they're well oversubscribed, leaving their perfect holiday in ruins.
Stuart Ormshaw's just returned from a 4-day trip with family and friends to Butlins, Skegness. He splashed out £531 on the trip to celebrate his wife Christie's 40th birthday.
What were you looking forward to the most?
The biggest thing for us was the swimming pool at Butlins is a fantastic swimming pool, especially we're going with 10 children. They're expecting to have the time of their lives.
Butlins asks holidaymakers to book activities using its mobile app, but it tells them to wait until they receive an email saying that slots are available. Stuart says that email never arrived, and when with 6 days to go he did check the app, he got quite a shock.
Everything was just totally booked up and we just couldn't believe it. My wife contacted Butlins then. They said, no, I'm sorry, this is it. My wife broke down crying on the phone. She was heartbroken.
Butlins did offer to cancel and refund the trip, but with less than a week to go, the family felt they had no choice but to make the best of it.
We knew with COVID out there that things have got to be different, but you know, you still expect to be able to go and use the facilities that they're advertising.
Michaela paid £860 for a half-term trip with her 2 kids, including a £60 supplement for extra activities. But she too says the email telling her she could book never arrived.
I actually tried to contact them for 10 solid days prior to going, and I did not get an answer at all. So by the time we turned up, everything was fully booked.
During their 5-day stay, Michaela's sons only got access to one children's show and a bungee jump.
The kids were in tears all the time because they were bored all the time. When we left, they were like, thank God we're leaving Butlins. It was the worst holiday ever.
We've also had very similar complaints about Haven holiday parks, which are owned by the same parent company, Bourne Leisure. Haven uses a similar advanced booking system. Sharon Champion did get her email notification, but when she logged onto the app the very next morning, she couldn't get a single swimming or entertainment slot for her 5-year-old daughter.
There wasn't anything else to do other than watch telly or sit in the caravan with our daughter's Lego. It felt like a bit of a kick in the teeth, if I'm honest.
Which travel editor Rory Boland says that regardless of the pandemic, these holiday parks need to deliver what they promise.
How much sympathy should we have for Bourne Leisure, who are trying to run these holiday parks during a pandemic?
It's not fair to take someone's money and then say, you know, all those things we promised you that you could have, well, actually, we can't give them to you. The holiday companies need to book fewer people into the resorts at the time, so the more people can enjoy those activities, those pools, as expected.
Haven and Butlins told us they're very sorry, but because of social distancing, they've significantly reduced the number of bookings they're accepting, increased the capacity of show venues, and extended opening times for their pools. They told us they have very flexible booking and cancellation policies and try to resolve any guest issues quickly and fairly, and pledge that, as restrictions are lifted, they will increasingly be able to get back to normal.
Loads more people are booked in for the summer, so let's hope that their plans for a dip in the pool don't end up with them being left high and dry.